Welcome back everybody. Thanks for joining the club and tuning in. Really appreciate it. Today we jump back into, or as you probably saw from the thumbnail, episode 2 of the Kombi. We need to get this thing, this filthy beast, clean. It is horrible. There is schmutz and things growing and everything all over this thing. It needs a really good wash. We need to really, first we're going to jump in and clean the whole interior, get everything out that doesn't need to be in there. We're going to then degrease the engine bay and hopefully give everything a really good wash and see what we're working with. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Chuck you out here on a time lapse, get this thing pulled apart, or everything out of it, and jump straight into giving this thing a bath. So I think the plan is we're going to take everything out we can. We're going to get rid of the gas tank, pull it out, pull the seats out, and just really give this thing a good clean. And then we're going to give the whole thing a really good clean. We'll clean the outside, see what comes up, see if there's any more rust. Oh, actually, there is a bit of rust here. So on the inside, it looks like there used to be a gas, what do they call them? Like a gas cylinder, but then it had a little door or flap on the outside, or even just a vent that was patched up. And so it looks like the panel work and bog work behind that isn't the best, so it's cracking a little bit here, but once we get inside I can show you a bit more of that. But as you can tell, the thing is filthy, so we're going to get the pressure washer out, get some soap on this thing, and hopefully clean it up and see what we're working with. Okay guys, we got some of the stuff out of the front, most of the stuff out of the back. We'll start on the gas tank, but I just thought I'd show you up here. Floor's looking pretty good. So original sound deadening's on that side. This side's been a little bit beaten up, but there's no holes. We got pretty solid. We got a go fast pedal with extra fast on there, but a little gate hinge, which I have definitely done in the past. But we do have a mile of rust in here, which we already knew, and you can see it, sorry to make you dizzy, but you can see it coming out of the back here. So before we give this thing a wash, snail shells, everything in here. So we'll give that a vacuum, but I reckon we get this out, gives us more space, and then once I think we're going to wash in here to get rid of just all the dirt. It'll be better having that out of the way so we don't have the water stuck under there. But this is also the repair panel on the back. As you can see, it's not the nicest looking patch job, so if we do end up getting a rusty van, we might take this piece out, take the original bar which runs along where the black lines are, and put it all back to factory, but that can wait for another time. Let's get this out and put a plastic bag around the ECU and stuff, and we can get into washing. Vacuum slide. Yep. Okay, here we go guys. We have everything cleaned out, vacuumed, everything. The rust over here actually doesn't go through, but that piece of metal is wafer thin. So we'll have to fix that. We did find a few little spots down here that need a little bit of work, but nothing crazy, no big rust holes, just some surface rust like down here near the ECU, probably in the other corner. But we started tearing into the engine because I was like, you know what, got the gas cylinder out of the back, need to just get the rest of the gas stuff out because it's just useless and in the way. It took me a little while, but took us a little while, but we've pulled it out of here. The pump lived up in here, which was then covered in, I don't know why, but the tray looked like it was covered in all this resin, and it looked like they had a hole up here that they've tried to fill up, and then it's just trickled down and filled that all in there. But now it's very satisfying peeling it off, and there's no rust other than that bit in the middle. But the engine is super dirty, as you can tell from my hands. We are in it, so stopping now, we're going to go grab some lunch, but before we do that, we're going to jack it up, spray all of this, all the underside with some degreaser, give it a really good wash, and it can dry while we have lunch. But just wanted to show you guys what we've done. We're just getting rid of any of the gas stuff out of here. We don't need it, we don't want it. It looks like, from what I can work out, the petrol tank doesn't look like it was used, and it looked like it was run solely on petrol. When we first got it, these were undone. I've just then slipped them back on to where they come from. But the pump, I'll show you the pump in a second. I pulled it out from underneath because it's not working, so we'll have to go over that. But it all looked loose, and then when we pulled the line off the petrol tank, nothing came out. So it has been sitting for like 8 to 10 years, so it could have just evaporated, but nothing at all came out, which makes me think that it was just run on gas. But this is filthy, so check the camera on again. We'll time lapse. We're going to wash all of this, wash all the underside, and hopefully end up with a little bit nicer looking engine. Well, sorry, one thing I didn't go over, the air box that was sitting here, which is this. So a big hole cut in it, right over the exhaust, to get some nice hot air into your engine. And then to join the air box to the MAF, we have just a tube of silicone. So, idiots, but we'll get it sorted, we'll make it look nice. Let's give it a clean.
Look what's coming out. Holy. Look at this. My driveway's gonna be so dirty. Worth it.
Worth it? Oh look, how clean these came up.
Oh yeah. Safe?
Yeah.
A little trouble. Oh, that is filth.
Go. Go up around here.
Really blasting shit out of the top of that.
Oh.
It'll be right.
Yeah. My poor concrete. I think that'll do for now. Oh, dude. Look at this.
Oh, dude, what?
It's just black. Okay guys, time to wash it. As you saw, we cleaned everything else on the inside and it was filthy. We're going to drill a few holes in some trays and areas to get all the water out, but by the time we do all the body work, it won't really matter. But quick time lapse, let's go. And there we go everybody, it looks so much better. I am so pleased with how it's come up. There is some other little bits and pieces we've found that we'll probably need to take care of, but that's alright. I just wanted to clean everything down. Well, as you can tell now, the engine bay is actually white rather than, or part of it's white, the rest of it's metal, rather than it just being consortium of brown colors with just the grease everywhere. Yes, there's going to be a lot more cleaning once we, like say, pull the engine bay to get everything ready for paint and all that kind of stuff, but at least this way, every time we touch it, we're not just getting grease everywhere when we're working on the interior or fixing the rust or sanding the outside to get ready for paint and all that kind of stuff. We're not just moving grease around and making the dirt go into everything we're doing. We'll get into all those things later on, and we really appreciate everybody hanging out with us and enjoying the content. And if you have any comments or want to say something to us, finger bash it down below and we'll get back to you. We reread everything that's going on in here. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys.